Hello everyone, and welcome to our video on how to make money in crypto. My name is Jordan Pilkington.
And I'm Richard Johnson.
Today we're going to go over our 5 different ways that you can profit off of the new crypto boom. So the first section we're going to go into is the buy and hold. Now the first section we have is HODL.
So it's holding on for dear life. If you actually really believe in one of these currencies, we want you just to buy some of it and hold it for the long term.
Next up is an ICO. So that's that initial coin offering. We're going to take these with that venture capitalist approach, meaning that we're really doing our due diligence and diving into these small companies. And if you really believe in it and you really trust yourself, go in and invest in that ICO and then hold on to it for a while.
And then lastly is indexing. So that's actually buying a bunch of the top 20 coins essentially and actually having a diversified portfolio. So that if there's one that pops, you're reaping those rewards. But if there's one that falls, it's okay because you're actually holding more than just one coin.
Absolutely. Next up, we have our day trading. So day trading comes with straddles. Straddle techniques means you just sit on both sides of that market price. We actually have a whole video on this, and we made a course on how to make money with a section just on trading. You can also make shorts, and you can also buy futures.
So some of those things that you want to look at, if you're actually wanting to short the market, you may have to actually go in and actually establish a margin account. That might be something with like Kraken or BitMEX. And then buying futures. So if you know that there's an upcoming fork in a currency, you can actually buy a price ahead of time and actually watch that rise in value if it is adopted in the end. And then lastly is an exchange arbitrage. So there are multiple exchanges throughout the world, and we've kind of covered that in previous videos, but there is some opportunity there as well. You could look at something like GDAX, you could look at something like BitThumb. There may be a price discrepancy there that you could actually take advantage of if you were to move those currencies over. So just something to be aware of.
Yeah, we see the biggest opportunity there usually with exchanges in different countries, right?
Correct, yeah.
Yeah. Next thing we get into is going to be mining.
So mining actually has a few opportunities for you. So you can personally do it. So you can actually buy one of those ASICs or graphic processing cards and do it on your own, right? So here you want to make sure that you're choosing a coin that is still advantageous for you to do. Is it, how much is the competition? How much energy is it going to use? So that is something that you want to be mindful of if you actually want to set up a rig and be profiting in mining. Another thing you can do is actually join a pool. So in that regard, you don't have to have as much overall power going towards something, but you're actually doing it with a group of people. You don't actually have to know these people. There's places online you can go and actually join a pool, set up your rig, and you're actually mining it as a group. And lastly, if you kind of want it to be just hands-off, you can actually cloud mine. So you can actually get into kind of a pool, but you're not actually using any of your own power or space in your home, and you're doing it in a cloud-based setting. So the only caveat here is that there is a monthly fee, and typically the payouts aren't as robust as, say, the pool or the personal mining.
Yeah, and now certain coins are going to be a little bit more profitable here than others, right?
So you want to look at something like everybody wanted to mine Bitcoin back in 2011, 2012, but right now it's just not that profitable for an individual. So people are still getting into pools, but other people are moving on to other things. They're looking at Ether, they're looking at Decred, so that you can actually still get in and make money in the pooling system.
Very cool. Now, next up, we're going to get into the master node. So holding a master node, what does that mean?
So typically to actually have what's called a master node, if you're looking at something like NEM, Dash, anything like that, it actually allows you to have a master node. What you need to be aware of is you have to hold X amount of coins. So what does that mean? So something like Dash, you actually have to hold 1,000 of those coins to actually be termed a master node. If you're doing that, though, you're actually taking those transactions on the network, and it's using your computing space. So that's why you have to be active. One thing you want to be aware of here is what's the overall cost. So for instance, if you're looking at something like a Dash, and you have to have 1,000 of those coins are actually trading anywhere from $500 to $700. So just to get set up might cost you about $500,000. There is some value on the back end of that as well. Last time I checked, you were actually getting right around $3,500 to $4,000 a month paid out for you actually being active on the network. Lastly, I want to make sure though that if you're going to set up a master node and you're really a believer in that coin or that currency or even the company, right? If you got in at ICO, you want to make sure that it's something that you would have invested in, whether you were having a master node or not. You really want to be a believer at this point because the upfront investment is typically pretty high.
Yep, absolutely. Finally, our last category is going to be that social aspect. So we have a few options here. The first one being Earn or earn.com. So this is a platform where people can reach out to you and you can actually charge them amounts to answer certain questions on crypto.
So right now we're seeing a lot of these come through via ICO. So a company has an idea. They're going to reach out to you with their ICO idea. You can look at their white paper, their team, their website, their overall technology, and actually they're going to ask you if you want to invest or how well you think that idea is. So it is something you want to go into earn.com, set up a profile, and get paid for your opinions.
Absolutely. Next up, we have Steem. So Steem is actually a platform where you can upload content and information and get paid for it.
Yeah, it's really a great social network that you can go in there. And if you're actually building something or creating something that people actually enjoy, whether it be writing, a video, it could be a blog, right? Of where you're doing something in a series, you can do that. And it's getting upvoted. So as popular as it becomes, that's how much you're going to get paid in Steem.
Yep. And finally, we have that local aspect. So whether it's being a consultant that people can reach out to, going and speaking publicly, there is an opportunity to make money here as well.
So you just want to make sure that you're being as active in the community as possible. Really, that's what we're about, is the optimism of seeing this thing grow. So get out there, be active, and make as much money as you can.
There you go, guys. We gave you 5 strategies. Take advantage of them and make money in crypto.
Thank you.